Today we're going to focus on Chapter 6, Animal Farm. Okay? When we look at 6, I'm going to ask you guys a question here. What's a scapegoat? Hold on. We're going to look at a couple different reading strategies. Actually, one of the reading strategies right now to help you guys create a title for Chapter 6 is we're going to annotate, but I'm also going to just simply ask you questions to get you guys thinking about what you already know, okay, about Animal Farm. And what do you think this chapter is going to be about? Okay? And then at the end, I want you to write up on the smartboard one-word title. Close to one-word title that you think would be best for Chapter 6. Okay? We're going to look at 3 questions. Cause and effect questions like, what would have happened if the windmill didn't blow down? I'm not saying it did or not. Okay? So I'm going to have you write 3 questions. But that's going to be the end. You're going to write the title, and you're just simply going to write down 3 questions. Okay? 3 cause and effect. Okay? Let me give you a couple of just things to think about. Throughout the spring, this is Chapter 6, throughout the spring and summer they worked a 60-hour week. 40 hours is normal. And in August, Napoleon announced that there would be work on Sunday afternoons. Ooh.
Do you have to go get a book?
Page 61. But it was a slow, laborious process. Frequently, it took a whole day of exhausting effort to drag a single boulder to the top of the quarry, and sometimes when it was pushed over the edge, it failed to break. These are the stones to help build a windmill. On one Sunday morning, when the animals assembled to receive their orders, Napoleon announced that he had decided upon a new policy. From now onwards, Animal Farm would engage in trade with the neighboring farms. Monday morning, he received his instructions. Napoleon ended his speech with his usual cry of, "Long live Animal Farm!" And after the singing of Beasts of England, the animals were dismissed. Last paragraph. "No more delays, comrades," cried Napoleon when the footprints had been examined. "There is work to be done. This very morning we begin rebuilding the windmill, and we will build all through the winter, rain or shine." Scapegoat. What is a scapegoat? Scapegoat. Josephine says a scapegoat is someone trying to escape. Is that what you said? Why do you say that? Okay. Like it. Andrew?
Hypocrite?
Andrew says a scapegoat is a hypocrite. What do you mean by hypocrite?
You make the rules, but you don't follow them.
You make the rules, but you don't follow them. Sounds like a leader.
That's Napoleon.
That could be Napoleon.
It is Napoleon.
Yes, Jacob?
Are we taking guesses, or if I already know?
If you already know what a scapegoat is, that'd be great.
Okay, a scapegoat is somebody that everybody blames everything on. So if you have a problem and if it was like you, but you don't want it to be you, and you want to blame it on somebody else, if there's a scapegoat, you blame it on the scapegoat, and everybody actually assumes it, and everybody blames all their problems on the scapegoat.
So everybody blames their problem on who they think did it? That sounds like a suspect to me. Scapegoat. What's the definition again?
Where if you did a problem, but you blame it on somebody else.
Okay, keyword blame. I blame it on someone else. Huh. So chapter 6, we're talking about scapegoats. We're going to blame someone else. Yeah, Elizabeth.
Well, so when we do those word searches, like, especially when you were pointing out to me that I was the person who said I was cheating, would like someone be the scapegoat?
So,
Or-
yeah, because everybody blames it on you.
Yeah, and I did nothing wrong. I did my work and completed the word search.
So you did everything you were supposed to do. You did everything you were supposed to do, but they blamed you. Why? This is it. This is the million-dollar question. Why did they blame you?
Because they were jealous.
Because
she cheated before.
They were jealous and they wanted to be first
Yes.
because you beat them in the word search.
Yes.
I beg to differ.
How many of you have ever been Elizabeth, the scapegoat?
I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was always a scapegoat. Because I always did my homework, I always was there on time, I was always the best looking, I was always the best athlete.
So I
No.
just technically did.
Scapegoats, you know, jealousy is a key element in that. Who in Animal Farm, don't say it out loud, is the scapegoat? Who are they going to blame? I'm not even saying they did anything, but who would be the one
If something
that
went wrong.
would blame someone else?
Wait, who would be the one to blame
Yes.
someone else, or who would be
All of you
blamed?
blamed Elizabeth, right?
Yeah.
I want to know in Animal Farm, who do you think is the one who's going to blame someone else? Yes, Josephine.
Napoleon,
Why do you think Napoleon?
because he's like jealous of Snowball, I think, because he's gonna like the power. He's just like
Napoleon wants
scared.
power.
Yeah, and he's scared that Snowball is gonna.
So are you saying that Snowball has a lot of power right now?
Well,
Yeah.
almost. Like,
Because
not
people
really,
listen
but-
to him.
Or is he threatening Napoleon? Or soon to be threatening?
Yeah.
He's soon to be.
Soon to be threatening. Good, I like that.
It kind of goes with Josie. Like, I think Napoleon's gonna blame it on Snowball because he doesn't maybe to turn because the other animals are maybe he thinks the other animals are like going to like have Snowball be their leader. So maybe if he like turns them against him.
He'd eliminate his threat.
Yeah.
So the other decisions that maybe Napoleon's going to make in the future are not going to be challenged so much because Napoleon is no longer a threat.
I feel like Trump
That makes sense?
does that. Sorry.
Let's go.
I feel like he does that.
Lance disagrees.
All right, well, let's take a peek over here.
Okay.
This right here is, this is sort of a way to look at chapter 6, okay? This is going to be you with those questions after you read it. I'm going to give you 15, 20 minutes. You'll come back, you'll put your titles up on the wall or up on the smartboard. But this will be you. Chapter 6, everything is about the windmill for some reason. When you read chapter 6, you're going to go, that is pretty cool that all of these animals are working collectively to build this windmill. Do you know why they're building the windmill? Yeah.
To improve their current environment.
To improve their current environment, says Andrew. Living space. Quality of living.
Yeah. Work.
Work. Jenna? Okay? So, no, I'm not giving you any answers here. Okay? When you read this, think about the windmill and what it means to the animals and what they're doing with it. Why are they building this? Everything in their life is almost geared toward this windmill. What are windmills for, by the way? You think of energy today. Michael?
I was gonna say energy.
In the old days.
I feel
like grind and stuff?
Person who's got that in a long time.
What did you say?
A windmill is
Like
used to
grind
grind grain. Aiden's exactly right. Good answer. So they need that windmill to grind the grain so they can eat. That's how important it is. The eggs. What is going to happen to the eggs? Who's going to take them? What are they doing with it? And whoever gets the eggs, what are they doing with it? And of course, we got all these little piggies sleeping in their blankets, all cuddled in their beds. Pigs in a blanket. They're not supposed to sleep in beds.
Oh my gosh.
Artist.
So, it gives you an idea of what we're doing. Okay? So at this point, I gave you all some sticky notes. And what I want you to do is, I know you've annotated in Mr. Schultz and Mrs. Miller's room.
And social studies.
In social studies, yes, thank you. I want you to start with chapter 6. And here are your tabs. And remember, your goal in 15, 20 minutes is to think of 3 cause and effect questions. Here's what happened, here's why it happened. If this happened, this is a result of it happening. And then at any time you can come up and write down your chapter title.
Do you want us to write down, do you want us to just write down the questions in that?
On your sticky note.
Oh, also what happened in chapter 5?
Okay? I'll give you, oh my God,
We have like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah, 10 minutes.
We could start this tomorrow.
Well, you can start it today and we'll pick up on it tomorrow.
Read the audiobook.
Okay?
So this is